There are two things that I often talk about in regards to reviewing football boots on this channel, and that is objective performance characteristics as well as personal preference. I think you need a healthy balance of these two things to get an accurate depiction of what a football boot is all about. But we're also in an age of football boots that are very technology focused. So what I want to focus on in this video is what I think is technically the most impressive football boot on the market, and that boot for me is the Adidas X Ghosted.1 that I have here in the latest super pink, super bright, Superspectral pack colorway, a football boot that retails for $225. So what I want to do in this video is of course take a closer look at this new very flashy colorway, but also discuss why I think this is such a technical achievement from the Adi brand. We'll of course also take a look at how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. And if you are by chance interested in a pair of these for yourself in this colorway or any of the previous ones, you can click the first link down below. That's going to take you to the review page on my website where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail price. As always, if you guys do end up enjoying the video, please don't forget to support it with a like. And I've also noticed that a lot of you guys who watch my reviews aren't actually subscribed to the channel. If that's you, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. Oh, and by the way, today's video is brought to you by X insoles. I reviewed their Cleat Pro insoles almost 3 years ago and have used them exclusively ever since. The only issue has been availability, but that has now changed, and I'm super happy to have partnered with X and also be able to offer SR4U fans a discount on their Cleat Pro insoles, which you can take advantage of by checking out the link in the description. If you find your football boots are lacking in comfort and especially in arch support, these Cleat Pro insoles will make a huge difference for you. It features their special flexible, low-profile arch support system that's actually available in high, medium, as well as low arch types, as well as in 6 different trim to fit sizes, so you can get the exact fit for your football boots because of the low profile design. They're also made out of super high quality materials that are going to be significantly nicer than the stock insoles that come in your boots, and also have these little rubberized grips in the heel, forefoot, and near the toe to prevent a little bit of extra slippage underneath your feet. So first things first, these are extremely pink, although the one thing I was a little bit surprised about when I first saw these in person, based on pictures and video that I have seen, is that the pink ends up looking a little bit darker, and I'm even looking at the screen here on my camera, and they look lighter on camera than they do in person. Not by much, but it is something to be aware of. Something that is kind of unique though is the accent color of a very bright orange that you have running through the heel as well as the entire sole plate, which might not be the first color combination you would expect with pink, but it works for whatever reason. I happen to think that these boots look really, really good. You have a little bit of a black accent with the detailing in the heel, the detailing here on the medial side, the Adi logo on the tongue area, and then of course the 3 stripes that also have some orange accents. I also love the fact that you have the little window to see the Carbitex carbon fiber insert running through the forefoot. That is, to me, visually just so cool. And if you're looking for something bright and flashy and honestly just super modern looking, this is definitely a colorway to have. As for the technical side of things, like I mentioned, this is, in my opinion, incredibly impressive. But, and this might sound a little bit confusing to people, while it's very technically impressive, it's not my personal favorite speed boot currently on the market. I did a comparison video between the X Ghosted, the Nike Mercurial, as well as the Puma Ultra. If you want to check that video out, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen. And while I concluded that this is an excellent football boot, as good as just about anything, my personal preference is the Ultra, just because I find those to be incredibly lightweight and incredibly comfortable, which is, like I mentioned at the start of the video, my own personal preference. That's something that you need to take into consideration when picking out a pair of speed boots. With that said, I think there's a lot of people watching this video that would pick the X Ghosted over the Ultra and the Mercs, and I want to explain why that might be in this video. Starting off with the upper, which on the 0.1 model is what they call fluoro skin, and it's a little bit different than what you're going to find on the Laceless Plus model in that it's not quite as thin, but the difference is extremely minimal. And I think the best comparison as far as uppers go is the new Vaporposit material found on the Mercurial, but I think what makes this technically more impressive is the fact that the upper is so thin that it's translucent, and then if you look inside, it looks exactly the same as the outside because it doesn't actually have a physical liner. Yes, what Nike did with the Vaporposit upper is pretty cool in terms of having that translucent top layer and revealing all the different elements that provide structure to the upper by way of the liner, but this incorporates all of that into an ultra thin material that just ends up looking like and feeling like one single piece, one single layer. Even though there are several layers of material, they're just so thin you can barely see them. I know that it doesn't really come across in pictures, but trust me when I say, when you hold this boot in your hands, it is a technical marvel how this upper has been put together. And in terms of touch on the ball, out of all the main speed boots out there right now, this is definitely the most raw and the most true barefoot sensation that you can get. It's not so much of a technical achievement, but it kind of has become a signature of the X line. These two heel pillows that they do for the heel liner is something that I'm such a big fan of. I find it incredibly effective in terms of securing your heel and locking it in place, but it's also extremely comfortable and just adapts to the shape of your heel. I really wish they would have gone for these soft pillows on the Copa Sense models rather than those kind of firmer memory foam, kind of almost slightly sticky surface material that they've gone for on those. Those end up kind of just feeling uncomfortable. These feel like a dream. I'm a big fan of that. And then moving on to the sole plate, you have what's called the Speed frame. It's very similar to the Sprint frame that Adidas first introduced on the F50 Adizero line in 2010. But the big difference here is the insert of this Carbitex carbon fiber piece that runs basically from the toe flowing right into the midfoot. And this is, when you talk about technology in a pair of football boots, as technically impressive as the upper is, it's ultimately there just to provide a feel. Yes, it's good objectively in terms of lockdown as well as overall responsiveness, but it's not going to improve performance. If you like a thin upper, then it's something that you're really gonna like. If you prefer something more padded, you're not gonna like it. The sole plate, however, the feedback, the responsiveness, the energy return from this Carbitex insert in the forefoot, not only is this the best implementation of carbon fiber ever on a pair of football boots, it's a piece of technology that legitimately offers some form of performance benefit, however small it may be. And I don't want to say that this is one of those elements that's going to make you run faster, it's going to save you energy over the course of a 90-minute match, but I think that if we are striving as consumers, and I guess as these big companies are, in this pursuit of creating a football boot that legitimately improves performance, this is one of very few elements in the current football boot industry that I truly believe in and feel like it can actually make even the smallest difference. Please don't scratch my table. Oh, that was a fail. Technology. So here they are on feet looking incredibly pink, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm also wearing them with matching pink Pure Grip socks, which for those that don't know, is my own brand of grip socks that are available in a wide variety of colors for the super affordable price of just $14.99 a pair. If you're interested in trying some out for yourself, the website to visit is puregripsocks.com, which of course will be linked down below. Now, in terms of fit and feel, these are very different from pretty much any other football boot out there right now. Not only is the upper incredibly thin and just very raw on your feet, it has no padding to it, there's no softness, and I guess because of that, and again, very much a personal preference thing, it's not the most comfortable. I think out of the three main speed boots out there right now, X Ghosted, Mercurial, and Ultra, this is probably the least comfortable against your foot, at least for me personally. But if you like that kind of old school plasticky speed boot feel, just a super thin upper, this does that better than just about anything else. But the comfort through the heel, the lockdown, it's just really, really impressive. The sole plate, however, is something that I really like. It has this slightly elevated toe and forefoot, kind of like a sprinter spike, and then with the structure provided by this Carbitex insert, they just feel incredibly solid underfoot, and they really put you on your toes. And as soon as you put energy into the boot by bending your foot, you can really feel that it wants to bounce back to its original shape, but it also doesn't feel awkwardly stiff. It truly is a performance element that you can feel and that I truly believe does make even the smallest difference, but a difference nonetheless. As far as overall fit and width is concerned, they're tight-fitting boots. The opening is relatively small, so they can be a little bit tricky to put on, but once they're on, they have some decent width to them. I would say if you have really wide feet, they're probably not going to be the greatest option for you, but they certainly will fit most people. And then as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is perfect. So if you're looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. If you're looking for a more detailed technical breakdown of the X Ghosted.1, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to my initial review where I cover absolutely everything that you could possibly want to know. If you guys are at all interested in a pair, like I mentioned, first link down below, go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions, as always, leave it down below in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.